I want to get started right away by doing an exercise to get you on your way to optimizing your website.
This video is brought to you by EpiPies Academy.
And what I'd like you to do for this exercise is to choose a page from your website. It doesn't matter if it's your homepage, it doesn't matter if it's your most money-making page, and it doesn't matter if it's your page on which you're putting your most SEO effort into ranking. Any of those is good, whatever works for you. And what I'd like you to do is, I'm going to introduce you to 3 different tools. They're all free, and we're going to run your current page that you chose through these tools. And what we're going to do is get the immediate metrics of your pages, and that will give us the ideas of what to improve right away. And in the next video, I'm going to start showing you what the typical bottlenecks are and how to start resolving them. So first, let's go through the tools. The first tool is the gtmetrics.com. You see it in the URL here. And this is an industry standard tool. And what I like about it is that it's not owned by Google, because the other 2 tools that I'm going to show you, they're owned by Google. And obviously, Google has some biases because SEO is from Google. There's a lot of products that come from Google, and we're going to all cover all that in this course and how all this plays together. But GTmetrix is first, and literally enter your URL here, click the button Analyze, and it's going to really quickly show you how to do that. Here, for example, I have a page of mine, and I'm going to run it through the Analyze. It's going to show you what it's doing here on the right side, adding the job to the queue. Then it's going to do something else. I'm going to fast forward in a few seconds, and I'll show you the results. Here are the results that it shows. We'll get into more details in these as we go through the course, but essentially the important things are the overall score it gives you. You see I have a good score here. How long it takes to fully load the site, this is a very good loading speed. Total size of the page, this is important, we're going to talk about this. And requests, this is a little bit high on my part. Probably this is the one problem I have on this page. And the request is the number of different things that the web browser has to do, and obviously every request takes time, and some requests have to wait for other requests, and there's a bottlenecks with that. Now let me show you the other tools. The other common tool that people use is Google's Page Speed Insights. So you can Google for this, or you can go to the URL developers.google.com/speed/page-speed/insights, and essentially you would enter your URL right here, just like you entered your URL in the previous tool. So this is basic tool, and this is used by Google, created by Google. And what I'm going to show you is the results that I have for the very same page of mine. And by the way, I'm not promoting this page. This is just a page that I'm using as an example. I spared you the waiting of the analyzing, and I just fast forwarded to getting the results. You see that on mobile, it shows that I'm a 78 out of 100 on this page, and on desktop, it shows that I'm a 82 out of 100 on this page. Not bad, not amazing. But actually, if I was to tell you the truth, is that this page was in the 30s out of 100 or in the 40s out of 100 when I first started optimizing it. And I'm still optimizing it. And I'll show you all the details of the optimizations as we go through the course. It's a work in progress in a sense, but at the same time, this is far better than most sites out there. Now, let me show you the other tool which we're going to use that you can run your site through. The third tool is called Google Lighthouse. And on the Mac, I press Control Command Option I, and I get this tab open. And if this doesn't and if this is not a default for you, you can go right here, and you can go here, and you see on top there's different options. And what you want is the audits pane. I'm already on the audits pane, and what you want to do is click the audit, perform an audit. For me, it's going to take a while. You just say yes to all these. Make sure these are checked, and you run the audit. It's going to take a while. This audit takes a while. I'm going to fast forward what happens, but you also want to kind of see. You see how on the left side it tests for a mobile device, and it's loaded pretty quickly. Well, this page, used to be slow, but it loaded pretty quickly. And so if you're a mobile visitor, boom, you're getting content right away. And I actually have started seeing really good results after I've improved the loading of these pages, like significantly, noticeably better results in terms of sales. So this is really helpful. Now here's what's going to happen. This is the audit result it's going to show you. And what I'm going to show, the important metrics, we're going to go in detail here as we go through the course, but I just wanted to show you briefly what to look for. The overall performance score is 59. You will notice right away that, first of all, none of the three tools show identical data. They all give you different scores. So this is why you want to use all three tools. They also measure slightly different things. And this tool is quite a bit more advanced than the other free Google tool. So that's the difference between these Google tools. And it shows you the first meaningful paint. It took me 4.4 seconds. You remember in the first tool we used, it said 2.7 seconds. In the very same page, just a few minutes apart as I'm recording this video for you. So the data shows you is different, and it makes sense because different requests take a little bit of a different amount of time. Maybe I'm having, in the last 5 minutes, I had slightly more load to my server. Who knows? But you see, it shows you first meaningful paint, which is the paint that people see when they first come to your site, and then it shows you how long it takes for your page to be fully ready and interactive. 7.8 seconds. This is, by the way, mimicking a 3G connection at the moment. That's how this tool is configured. They might change that later, and it literally shows you the timeline of like, okay, the page is visible at two users at 4.4 seconds, and then as time goes on, it's interactive at 7.8. 7.8 is actually not bad here to be fully interactive, but the 4.4 can use a little work. We'll get to all the metrics later. And then the interesting thing that it shows you is it shows you all the problem areas. You can see here is the off-screen images are problematic. They're taking 3.9 milliseconds to load, 3.9 seconds to load, which is a long time. And you can expand that and see what the problematic images are, and then you'll be able to address the problem areas. So now that you've run your site through these three tools, you should have a very well-rounded idea of what the problem areas are for you and how your page is generally performing. It doesn't mean your page is maybe like perfect or terrible. Maybe you're somewhere in the middle, but at least you're getting a sense of like where you are. Are you towards the bottom of performers? Are you towards the top? So now you know where you are. In the next video, I'm going to explain to you the general strategies for immediately getting results and making your pages faster.